The Western Watchtower stood silent against the horizon, its stone frame catching the last light of day. Griffin Squad patrolled its perimeter, boots crunching over gravel, eyes scanning the plains of Whiterun. This was their post, a proper duty station, beds, cooking pots, a relief shack with warmth and walls. It wasn't much, but it was theirs. Lydia walked beside Julia, their banter light, their steps steady. The sorrow of Felgrim's death hadn't vanished, but it had transformed. For Lydia carried him in her heart, his memory, a quiet fire that pushed her forward. She was growing, stronger, sharper. Even Hroki and Tor had stopped with the jokes. For Felgrim's death had changed them all. It is the night of the 19th, Second Seed, Fourth Era, 196. The sky darkened over Whiterun. Inside the shack, Griffin Squad relieved of duty for the night as they prepare to return within the walls of Whiterun. But in Skyrim, things are never that simple, especially when Griffin Squad is involved.
You know, Talos wasn't just a Nord. Some texts say he had Atmorian blood, even some Imperial lineage.
So you're saying he wasn't pure Nord? You would send all of Skyrim to war with words like that. Maybe that's why the Empire clings to him so hard. Or at least they did.
All device, you two are boring. Everybody knows that Talos was a Nord. End of story. Now let me eat in peace before I die of lore poisoning.
I am more interested in what he achieved versus his race. Change does not come easy.
Griffin Squad, attention!
Good
evening, sir.
At ease, Griffin Squad. Stand by for orders. You're being reassigned for a raid tonight. Bandit activity near Swindler's Den again. You'll be joining Thane Zora and House Carl Girdling.
Understood, sir. Requesting mission parameters.
Same den. New infestation. Scouts believe some of the bandit factions from the attack last week may be involved. Could be contraband. Could be necromancers trying to conduct experiments. Or something else entirely different. Either way, we're not taking any chances.
Understood, sir. We'll begin preparations at once.
That's good to hear. Also, Lydia will be guide for this assignment.
Me, sir? Understood, sir.
Respectfully, sir. Lydia was relieved of guide after her last failure. She'll even admit it herself. I'm more than capable of leading Griffin Squad, sir.
Lydia, are you capable of leading this squad?
Yes, sir, I am.
Good. Prepare to move out shortly and meet Thane Zora at the Ridge. May the gods watch over you all.
Let me guess. You laid with a few nobles to get your little promotion back.
I did no such thing, Hroki. I thought we were past this.
Sleeping around's the only way you can ever move up, and everyone knows it. I even bet it was that Thane.
Careful with your accusations, Hroki, because that's exactly what they are. My personal life is none of your business.
Then I guess the claim about once a whore, always a whore is true then. Right, Lydia?
I'm guide. I'm leading this assignment. I need to know right now if you got a problem following orders. Because if you do, then you can sit this one out.
We'll see how far you get before crying again. Guide.
Good. Because if you're done bellyaching, we got a job to do. Prepare to move out.
Something had changed. Lydia wasn't just surviving. She was commanding. And Griffin Squad was about to follow her into the dark. The Western Watchtower stood like a sentinel beneath the stars, its silhouette against the night sky. Griffin Squad emerged from its stone belly of the tower, ready for anything. Because they moved with purpose, toward Thane Zora and Housecarl Grudling, who waited at the base of the ridge.
Griffin Squad reporting for duty, ma'am.
Griffin Squad, I requested you personally. Your performance at the Northern Watchtower last week was impressive. You held the line when others would have broken.
It wasn't easy, ma'am. We lost one of our own, but we fight on to make sure his memory lives on.
Unfortunately, it does not get easier, Guide.
We got trouble again. Bandit factions have reclaimed Swindler's Den. Word is they're setting up a skooma operation. If that's true, we need to shut it down before it spreads.
Griffin Squad is ready. We'll assist however you need.
Good. This won't be easy. These aren't just stragglers. They're organized. Possibly armed with stolen gear and enchanted gear. So be sharp.
We're up to the task, ma'am. Griffin Squad won't let you down.
Then we move out. Let's go.
They moved through the moonlit fields of Whiterun, shadows stretching long across the grass. The wind whispered through the plains, carrying the scent of distant fires and damp stone. Lydia kept her face still, her thoughts buried beneath duty. She didn't flinch, she didn't falter. This was her assignment, and she would see it through.
There's a lookout posted. Orc. Big one. You'll need to take him out before we move.
Understood, ma'am. Sentry neutralized.
Sharp work. Prepare to breach. We go in quiet, but we come out loud.
Received. Griffin Squad, prepare to breach on my lead.
Steel whispered from scabbards. Shadows shifted. Griffin Squad and their allies moved toward the mouth of the den, into the dark, into danger, into the fight.
You picked a bad time to
I'll
get lost.
skin you alive.
Griffin Squad, engage!
The moment they stepped into the den, the cave erupted in violence. Steel clashed, arrows flew. Griffin Squad surged forward with Thane Zora and Housecarl Grudling at their sides. The bandits were ready, but not ready enough.
Push forward. Don't let them regroup.
Tor, left flank. Julia with me.
They're falling back. Keep the pressure.
The fighting raged through the tunnels. Bodies fell. The deeper they pushed, the more desperate the resistance became, until it began to ease.
Well, looks like I'm out of friends and out of luck. Guess it's jail time. Hope the cells are warm.
Wait a moment. No, it's not him. He's not the one from Hjalmarch.
Halt right there, Orc. You've committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Unarmed, unloved, and unlucky. Take me in, Nord. I'll even walk myself.
Wait, something seems off.
Arrest him. We'll sort it out later.
Shame. I was looking forward to cracking the Tusk-Skull. Oh well.
Wait, I know that scent. Crushed nightshade, mixed with water from Redwater's buried ruin. Vasha used it in the den.
You hear that tusk face? You're not just a thug. You're an alchemist, or a mule.
I'm whatever you need me to be, handsome. Just don't forget to cuff me tight.
See to it he is sent to the cells at once.
They're making skooma, ma'am. Not just any kind either. The Redwater blend. I've seen it before. It's dangerous, addictive, and lethal, ma'am.
Then we inventory everything. Every vial, every leaf. Report it to Dragon's Reach. This isn't just a raid, it's a warning.
Affirmative, ma'am. We'll get to work right away.
The cave fell silent. The dead lay still. The living stood among crates of poison and broken dreams. Griffin Squad had won, but the war beneath the surface was just beginning. Outside, the moon watched over the plains, and in the shadows, Lydia stood taller than she had before. Dragon's Reach loomed under the stars, its spires catching the moonlight like blades. Inside, the dungeon was quiet, except for the low hum of torchlight and the occasional clink of iron.
Well, this is cozy enough, I suppose. I give it a day, maybe two. Someone will pay my bounty, and I'll be back to drinking meat and kissing trouble. You'll see.
A skooma set up in Whiterun. It's not just criminal, that's strategic. If they're trying to manufacture skooma, we've got a problem.
We confiscated everything from Swindler's Den. They were close, too close. Had the layout, the tools, even the distribution crates. We stopped the lab before it was born.
There's a den in the rift. Syndicate gangs tore it apart last year. Reports were vague. No confirmation on what was left standing. If someone's copying the red formula, we need to know who and why.
The ingredients we inventoried match the red skooma blend. It's more potent, more expensive. But they're missing one thing. The enchanted moon sugar.
I've never heard of enchanted moon sugar. How do you know that's the missing piece?
Because it was my former employer's masterpiece. He built his empire on that ingredient. It was his signature.
Then vermin like him needs to be dealt with immediately.
I concur.
He already was. I ended his life last year myself. Vasha is dead.
Then someone's trying to resurrect his legacy. Copycat or not. We shut it down. Good work, all of you. Griffin Squad is off tomorrow, so rest up. I got briefings to arrange. Good night, folks. Dismissed.
I've heard of this Khajiit before. How'd you escape someone like Vasha? He was very infamous, from what I hear.
Fortunately, he had enemies, and plenty too. It was only a matter of time before it would catch up to him, and fate decided it would be me.
To survive that and come out stronger, that's rare. Life under cruelty leaves scars.
A lesson I know all too well, ma'am.
You've done well. I see why Tristor speaks highly of you. Good night, Lydia. I'm glad my faith in you was not misplaced.
Thank you, ma'am.
Funny. You get all the praise, all the credit, like you led the whole damn mission alone.
It was a team effort, Roki. Every blade mattered. You know that.
Still doesn't add up. A whore and a drug mule for a skooma kingpin? At the same time? What kind of life is that?
One where I wasn't in control. Whiterun gave me a second chance. So I took it. That's all there is to know.
I don't know, Lydia. People don't change that easy. Not from that.
My past is mine. My life is mine. And tomorrow, you have the day off. So, enjoy it. Good night, Hiroki.
Lydia's face was calm, but behind her eyes, storms still stirred. Roki watched her go. Suspicion lingered like smoke. The dungeon faded behind her, and the barracks waited ahead. Dragon's Reach stood silent beneath the stars, its towers still bathed in moonlight. Lydia walked alone, her thoughts heavy, but her steps were light. The mission was done, but the questions lingered. About the formula, about the copycat, about the past she'd buried, and the future she was shaping.
Well, well. Look who's coming up the path. The broad you keep pretending you're just friends with.
We're just friends. Friends who occasionally save each other's lives and argue about gods. Totally normal.
Sure, and I'm the High King of Skyrim.
Good evening, Thane Tristor. Good evening, Thane Ragnir.
Evening, Lydia. I heard about Swindler's Den. Solid work. Ragnir and I scouted a few leads. Nothing but empty caves and cold trails.
Thanks. We found an orc running the place. He gave up without a fight. But the real problem is the formula. It's my former employer's recipe. Someone's trying to copy it.
Red skooma, right? That stuff's nasty. Expensive, too. You think it's a tribute or a takeover?
Hard to say, sir. But whoever it is, they're missing the final ingredient. Enchanted moon sugar. Without it, it's just poison with a fancy name. Talos help us if they figure it out. That kind of power in the wrong hands would prove problematic.
We'll definitely want Talos on our side if it ever comes to that. Speaking of Talos, I've got a book you might like. Talks about his early years. Before the Ascension. You've got the day off tomorrow, right?
I do, sir. Finally, might actually sleep past sunrise.
Swing by my place in the Wind District, I'll lend you the book. It's got some rare passages, stuff you won't find in the temple.
I've patrolled that district dozens of times, and still never seen the inside of your place.
Then that should change. I'll make sure the book's ready, and maybe something stronger than tea.
I'll hold you to that. Good night, Thanes.
Good night, Lydia.
You know, for someone who's just friends, you sure light up like a torch when she's around.
She's a good soldier, a good person, that's all.
Right.
Lydia proceeded to the barracks, her mind still replaying the night's conversations. The mission was done, but the questions still remained. But for now, there was rest. And tomorrow, a day off was earned. The sun rose over Whiterun, casting golden light across the rooftops and warming the stone beneath Griffin Squad's boots. Inside the barracks, the air was calm. No armor clanking, no orders shouted, just two women off duty in the quiet of morning.
You know, for someone who prays to Mara every morning, you sure spend a lot of time with a certain thing. Tristor, wasn't it?
You've been reading too many romance books again. What was it last week? The Knight and the Alchemist's Daughter?
That was a classic. And don't dodge the question. You two have chemistry. I've seen the way he looks at you, like you're the last sweet roll in all of Skyrim.
We're just friends. Friends who talk about Talos and skooma formulas and occasionally watch each other's back. Very romantic.
Exactly. That's how all the good ones start. Next thing you know, you're sharing a cottage in the Wind District and arguing over who gets the last honey nut treat.
If that ever happens, I'm claiming the pantry. And the dog. You can have the books, my friend.
Deal. But if he gives you a book on Talos, that's basically a proposal.
Then I'll be engaged by noon. He promised me one today.
See? I knew it. Mara's watching, and she's got plans for you.
Maybe. Or maybe Mara's just giving me peace. That's enough for now. Enjoy your day off, Julia. I'll see you tonight at the Bannered Mare. The first round's on me.
Only if you bring stories, and maybe a kiss from your mysterious thing.
You're impossible sometimes. Goodbye.
Lydia stepped into the sun. Her heart lighter than it had been in days. The city stirred around her. Merchants shouting, guards pacing, citizens going about their business. She made her way toward the statue of Talos, curious to hear what Heimskr had to shout about today. The day was hers, and Mara somewhere was smiling.
Talos the mighty, Talos the unerring, Talos the unassailable, to you we give praise! We are but man.
Birds chirped lazily, and the breeze carried the scent of mountain flowers. Lydia sat on a bench near the statue of Talos, her armor traded for a simple tunic. She leaned back, letting Heimskr's sermon wash over her like background music. Half faith, half theater. It were as if the gods had steered Lydia in this direction for a reason, as Thane Tristor just so happens to be in the area too.
Greetings, Thane Tristor.
You know, I always suspected Heimskr was part preacher, part bard. He's got the lungs of a mammoth and the subtlety of a warhammer.
He's passionate. I'll give him that. I think he believes Talos could descend from the clouds any moment and hand him a medal. Oh, how that would just make his day. We wouldn't hear the end of it.
If that happens, I want front row seats, preferably with mead.
Then save me a seat, Thane.
You look different. In a good way. I almost didn't recognize you without the steel and shield. It's a good look for you. I like it.
I do smile. Occasionally. Usually when I'm not chasing orcs through caves or dodging Hiroki and Tor's jokes.
You should do it more often. The smile, I mean. It suits you. Anyway, I've got some paperwork to finish. Boring Thane stuff. But stop by my place in a few hours. I've still got that book on Talos. And maybe something stronger than tea.
You and your books. You're like a scholar trapped in a warrior's body, sir.
What can I say? I contain multitudes, mostly sarcasm and old myths, but I'll see you later, all right?
I'll be there. Just don't drown in parchment, sir.
If I do, bury me with my quill. Later, Lydia.
The square remained peaceful, the sermon winding down as Heimskr's voice grew hoarse. Lydia stayed seated, eyes half closed, letting the warmth of the day settle into her bones. But then, movement. A figure descending the steps from Dragon's Reach caught her eye. One that shouldn't be descending at all.
Bailing you out wasn't part of the plan, Ulag. You've set everything back. The alchemist's batch is ruined, and the supplier's gone quiet.
Relax. I've got friends. Oin talks, and I've got enough to make it sing. We'll get the supplies. You worry too much.
I worry because I'm the one cleaning up your mess. This isn't Riften. Whiterun has eyes, Ulag.
This can't be. How?
Lydia.
Thane Zora, that orc. Ulag. He just walked out of Dragon's Reach. I thought we had him. The skooma, the ingredients, the confession.
We did, but the system isn't built on justice, Lydia. It's built on coin. He paid his way out. That's how it works.
But I don't understand. Why is it like this? Why do we fight so hard just to watch them walk free?
Because we tend to believe in something better, even when the system doesn't. But stopping it? I am afraid that's beyond our pay grade. Enjoy your day off. Don't let this poison your spirit.
The square was quiet again, but Lydia's thoughts were loud. Ulag's grin, Isolde's frustration, Zora's silence. It all swirled in her mind like storm clouds over the tundra. Lydia had the day off, but peace was elusive, and somewhere deep inside, a question began to form. What would it take to change the system? But as the sun dipped low, Lydia took a deep breath and tried to heed Zora's advice. The day was hers, and for once, she intended to enjoy it. Her boots echoed softly against the cobblestone on approach to the Wind District, where Tristor's home stood, nestled between ivy-covered stone and the quiet hum of evening.
Greetings, Thane. This is a new look for you.
Well, look who decided to visit. I was starting to think you'd gotten lost in the market stalls.
Lost? Please. I just had to make sure your place wasn't a trap. You know, for all the times you've teased me about it.
Trap? Lydia, if I wanted to trap you, I'd at least wear something more intimidating than this. You're seeing me in my natural habitat now. No armor, no titles. Just me.
I'm not sure if I should be honored or concerned, sir.
Maybe both. Come on in.
Lydia's breath caught as she entered. The interior was warm, lit by soft candlelight and the fading glow of the sun through stained glass. Her eyes scanning the room. Around the dining table stood a silent gallery of armors, each one meticulously displayed, polished, and positioned with reverence.
This is an impressive collection of armor you have, Thane.
They keep me grounded, remind me where I came from, who I've been.
You've worn all these?
Every one of them. That guard uniform? First post outside the city gates. I was barely taller than my sword. Housecarl armor. When I thought loyalty meant silence. Battle mage robes. Brief phase, don't ask. And the companion's gear. Well, that's where I learned what real camaraderie felt like.
This one looks like it's seen some stories.
That it has, my lady. I've worn it through frostbite, bandit raids, and one very unfortunate bear encounter. Yorlin Greymane is a grand master of forging and blacksmithing throughout all of Tamriel. I was honored to wear this.
This one, it's different. Heavier. Older.
It was my father's. He was a companion before me, before everything.
Oh, my apologies, Thane. I thought you said he passed.
I tell people that. Easier than explaining. We had a falling out years ago. Haven't spoken since. He's alive, just not in my life. I keep the armor to remind myself of what I could have been, and what I chose instead.
Thane suits you better.
Thanks, Lydia. And thanks for not bringing it up.
Of course, Thane.
Now, behold, the mighty library of Tristor. where dust and wisdom coexist in peace.
Do you actually read these, or are they just for show?
I'll have you know I've read at least half of them. The other half are for impressing guests, my lady. Talos, figured you'd appreciate it.
From the ashes of strife, he rose. A man, mortal blood, yet touched by divine flame. He bore the weight of empire not with pride, but with purpose, forging unity from ruin. His voice shook the heavens, and his sword carved peace from chaos. Let all who walk the path of honor remember him. For Talos was not born a god. He became one. This is beautiful, Thane. Thank you.
Talos was more than a warrior. He was a symbol of change, of defiance.
And of sacrifice.
The most important one of them all. So dinner, drink, I promise not to poison anything.
Tempting, but the orc being released still gnaws at me. Plus, I promised Julia I'd meet her later. We're going to look into it.
Hey, another time then. Keep the book. Consider it a loan with no due date.
Thanks, Tristor, for everything. I really appreciate it a lot.
Next time I'll even wear my battle mage robes, just for the laughs.
I'll be sure to bring the mead, sir. Good night, Thane.
Good night, Lydia.
As Lydia stepped into the fading light, the door closed gently behind her. For Tristor's home revealed a man who nearly had a date, surrounded by echoes of who he was, and reminders of who he chose to become. But day wasn't over just yet for Lydia, as night had settled over Whiterun like a velvet cloak. The Gildegreen stood silent, its bare branches etched against the stars. From Dragon's Reach to the market stalls, the city exhaled. Quiet, still, waiting. Inside the Bannered Mare, the warmth of firelight and laughter filled the air. Tankards clinked, lute's strings hummed, and the scent of roasted meat mingled with spiced mead. And at the corner table, Lydia and Julia sat side by side, their armor traded for simple tunics, their swords for mugs of ale.
So, how'd it go? Did the mighty Thane sweep you off your feet, or just bore you with court records?
It didn't happen. I wanted it to. I really did. But something felt off. Like we're dancing around something that isn't there.
Off? Lydia, he's charming, he's powerful, and he actually listens when you speak. That's rare than a sober Nord in a place like this, Lydia.
I know, but maybe we're better off as friends. There's a rhythm to us, but it's not the kind that leads to love and romance. It's duty and respect, not fire.
And you're just letting that go? You do realize half the women in Whiterun would kill for a chance with him, right?
It's not just about him. That orc, Ulag, being released today, it unsettled me. We fought to bring him in. He smuggled weapons, skooma, endangered lives, and now he walks free because someone paid his bail. How does any of this make sense?
Yeah, that is strange. I saw him strutting through the market like he owned the place. But you can't be hard on yourself for that, Lydia. We did our duty.
But it makes me question everything. What justice means here. What loyalty costs. I couldn't sit across from Tristor tonight pretending everything was fine. Not when the city's bleeding from the inside. It would have felt wrong.
You're not wrong, Lydia, but you also deserve something good. Someone good.
Not tonight. I'm more interested in answers than affection.
Then maybe some more meat could help with that.
Speaking of answers, see her? The new wench, red hair, green eyes, smiles like she's hiding secrets.
Isolde. She's been working here a few weeks. Sweet voice. Good hips too.
She's the one who bailed out Ulag.
What? A tavern wench bailed out an orc smuggler. Why?
I don't know, but I tend to find out why.
Another round, and make it strong enough to kill a mammoth, my lady.
Only if you promise not to wrestle one after, my thane.
Well, look at that. Ragnir's still single, and clearly not shy.
He's all yours, my friend.
Tempting, though I don't see an amulet of Mara around his neck. Shame. I was already imagining what our children would look like. Do you think his seed carries those handsome cheekbones too?
Probably.
Wow, you didn't even flinch. You're completely locked onto her, Lydia.
I'm sorry, Julia. It's just... she's not just a wench. There's something else. I can feel it. And I can't help to wonder if Whiterun has a new kingpin underneath our nose.
Well, if she's a kingpin, she's doing a damn good job of blending in. I've seen her pour meat, flirt with half the guards, and still manage to look innocent enough to bless. That's talent.
The tavern buzzed with laughter and clattering mugs. But at their table, the mood had shifted. Lydia's gaze stayed locked on Isolde, suspicion twisting beneath her calm exterior. For Julia leaned back with a knowing smile. Whatever path Lydia chose, it would be hers. But as the fire crackled, the night closed not with romance, but with resolve. For something was wrong in Whiterun, and Lydia intends to find out what that is.